I know what you're thinking. Where's Poisonous Pete been? What has he been doing? Why has he not been around? Where is Chud Tungsten? Where is Kev Bungus? Now let me catch you up. Since Poisonous Pete burnt the Erd Tree with his poison that was so powerful it was red, and became the Elden Lord of the Frenzied Flame, for poison, he had to deal with the pot rising of 97, because there was 97 of them. Then he got barbecued, by this fire guy. But that's what he's been up to, and he's discovered a new power, and taken on a new name from his enemies. Humphrey. That's right. He lost his poison. He had to refrain from using his poison, it was too powerful. So he's been using Hump. But, hang on. Let's rewind a bit. What happened to Pete? Where does poison go? Well, he humped this guy. And, not realising it, that guy stole his poison. That's right. The frenzied poison is now in hands of this menace. His name is Dave Tonsil. And he took Pete's power. Yes, the power he created so long ago. Put him in a state of depression, in the worst state Pete has ever been in throughout his entire miserable life. But then he sought out a master to teach him a new power. That's right, Kung Fu.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing.
Oh, for goodness sake, Pete. He just killed his master. After he killed his master, he went and slapped the shit out of this goat. For some reason. But he knew he had to continue on his path. So he found his cousin Mesmer to search for clues on how to get his poison back. But Mesmer had sworn loyalty to Dave Tonsil, and tried to kill Pete. But it does not go well for Pete's enemies, and Humphrey humped him to death. After his cousin's death, Pete looked back a bit. He looked at his friends, his family, Chud Tungsten and Kev Bungus. He remembered the good times, the bad times, the in-between times, and he realised his mistakes he made, they pushed them away, and he realised he has to fix these mistakes. But how? Pete, he went to where he got his poison from in the first place. He made a deal with a creepy woman that he would chop off his own genitals. But unfortunately, over the years, those genitals mutated into the beast that he's fighting right now. The old woman and his genitals combined and turned on him. So Pete had to finish his own genitals off. How morbid. But it was an easy price to pay for his poison back. He found nothing after killing his own genitals, so he kept exploring and exploring to nothing. He was lost in this time, lost without purpose. Well, actually he had purpose, but he didn't know where to go. He didn't know how to find his poison. So he started grinding Clash of Clans. But he grinded a little too hard, and he needed a nap. A quiet nap. That is until he raided his Clash of Clans base. Commander Gyat. He was so powerful, he would use his own Gyat to kill Pete. Or almost kill him, because Pete doesn't die. Look at this. Bosh! Yeah. But Pete couldn't let this stand. And after he raided his Clash of Clans base, so he fought him to the death. Commander Gyat was dead. But what should Pete do now? No one knew, not even himself. He couldn't find his poison, so he went to retirement. He went travelling to find a place to settle down, and he found it. But it wasn't good enough. The sitting round, the doing nothing. Pete couldn't handle it. It drove him to madness. But then he found him. Mike Tonsil. Dave Tonsil. He found the man who stole his poison. And he had to kill him to get back his frenzied poison that he created, so he could destroy the world once more, so he could live up to his past mistakes, so he could find Kev and Chud. So that's what he did. Killed Dave Tonsil. It took all that he had, but he did it. He killed him. Pete not only got his poison back, but something was revealed. Chud, who had been corrupted by holiness, had challenged Pete and wanted to destroy him because he was using poison. That's not the only one. Kev Bungus was there also. They had even turned homosexual and were getting it on together. They wanted to kill Pete to make sure his frenzied poison could not spread. But Pete had a different plan. He put on his famed armour, with Dave Tonsil attached. He travelled up to Chud and Kev, intending to kill them and get rid of his haunting past. Kev even kissed Pete. Yeah, that's right. However, Pete, he kinda liked it. Finally, it had been done. Shud and Kev eliminated from this world, and Pete was free to poison the world with his power and take over. Never again will he lose his poison. And that is the end of what happened to Pete.